the Nanobars version 2 from Kensui. Hi, I'm Jonathan Pritchard with Theology, Geek, Fitness. In this video, I am going to talk about how awesome these are because these are awesome. I have wanted the Nanobars since I first discovered Kensui, but they had been sold out indefinitely, it seemed like, or at least for the longest time. But the reason was they were redesigning the Nanobars for the upgraded version. Now, the previous version of the Nanobars were little portable push-up handles that were just like miniature versions of their Nanobars XL, but it also had suspension straps to turn it into a suspension trainer plus the push-up handles. They did away with the push-up handles portion, and it's now just a suspension trainer, which I don't really care that much. I mean, push-up handles are push-up handles. Do you need them? Maybe. I don't know. I'm fine with it because of the improvements they made to the handle itself. Has made, I think, for one of the best suspension training products on the market, especially at its current price. So, no longer a push-up handle slash suspension trainer, just suspension trainer only. But the upgrade to the handle is what I want to show first. You can see it looks different on this end than it does on that side than it does on the top side. So with this side down here at the bottom where it's kind of flat, if you're hanging it and you turn it to where the strap is hanging from this flatter side of the handle, it's static. It won't wobble on you. So that's great if you're wanting to do or pull-ups or imitate like ring push-ups, or you want to do dips. Not having this handle flop around on the strap is great. But if you're doing exercises like chest flies on the suspension trainer, or you're doing biceps curls or whatever, if you flip it over and the strap is hanging on this end of it, it rotates. I'll show you in a second. So what you get in the bag, of course, is the two handles. You get 16-foot straps, the same straps that you'd get with the Neo rings or with the suspension system that they have for their Easy Vest Pro. You get two of those, and then you get these two little clips here that you can use to make little handles that are just kind of demarcated that way. And if you've seen any of the promo videos, sometimes you'll see them using the clips, sometimes you won't. As I've been using this, it's sometimes I bother with it, sometimes I don't. It depends on what I'm doing. The straps now have the Velcro thing instead of the cool little rubber bracelets that say Kensui on it. So if you like to bunch up your excess strap, you can use this not just to keep it compact, but once you've hung it from a bar or a tree branch or whatever, you can take your excess strap and then wrap this around it and get it out of your way. I never bother with that. I don't care if I have straps dangling in the breeze or whatever. It's fine. Doesn't matter to me. Now, this was a bit tricky, so this is not going to be very gripping television, but this can be a bit tricky. When I first got this, trying to feed this strap through was a bit of a chore. But I'm not going to call this a con because there's an easy way to fix it. But if you just take it flat and you try to feed it through there, it's a little bit of a challenge, right? It's just like, it has you wondering, is this actually going to rotate in there? Did all that handle stuff go for naught with, you know, the static version on this side versus the rotating version on this side? Because the strap feeding it through this is so difficult that you wonder, is that strap going to move at all in there? And you're just sitting there trying to force feed this thing through. And like I said, we've been at this now for a little bit of a time, and you know, I'm still not all the way through there, and I'm just talking to eat up time, and so that there's no dead air here. Like I said, this is not very gripping television. And then once you finally got it through, you can either have it like this on this side of the handle to where it'll rotate just fine, or if you flip it over and you want to feed your handle through like this is where it's static on that side of the handle to where it doesn't rotate at all, and this is great for pull-ups and dips and ring push-ups and things like that. But that could be a little bit of a chore. But so it's could be a con, but I'm only going to call it a half con because the easiest way to do it is to take this and fold it over on itself like that, right, where you make that smaller. And then when you feed it through that way, so much easier. So remember that. Fold this thing over on itself before you feed it through. And that way, it goes in a lot quicker. So like I said, that was kind of a con because I was like, gosh, I have to do this twice. Feeding through feels like it takes forever. Probably felt like it took forever just watching me do it. But if you just fold it over on itself, it goes through rather quickly. And just to show you the clips, just kind of unscrew that. And usually this would be hanging from a bar or something. So I'm going to set this up to where I don't want it stacked, where I can have it rotate. You just take your strap like so. Put the clip on it like that. That's very compelling to watch. But there you go. And of course this thing will slide so you can have the handle, you can have that much space, or you can slide it, have that much space. But that's basically how you set that up. And even in my backyard where I have this set up, always put these little clips in the bag first. Because if you just kind of set it down and you start taking apart the rest of it, they can get lost. So once you get this thing off and you're putting it up, put it back in the bag so that you don't get it lost. And also, if you want to do like leg exercises, you can either put your foot or your heel directly on that, or what I like to do is I like to just turn that to the side like that, and then use that and hook just the strap around my foot and do like lying hamstring curls or whatever. So like I said, setup a little bit tricky, takes a little bit to get used to, but if you get it down properly, it's no problem. You can do it rather quickly. This finds itself in the wheelhouse of portable suspension trainers. You think of Wild Jim's Pocket Monkey. You can think of, a TRX is basically pretty portable anyway. Most suspension trainers are. You can think of it in the wheelhouse of like the Angles 90 sling trainer that I've raved about on this channel in the past. I like this better, to be honest with you. Now, I don't have the Angles 90 proper grips. I have knockoffs from Amazon. And then I have the Angles 90 proper sling trainer. And what's great about it is, the handles, with that, you can, they're stable. They're even a little bit more comfortable than like doing dips on that I found than rings. So I like that, like the sling trainer. The Nanobars version 2 is dual anchor instead of single anchor. So it's got that over the Pocket Monkey. It's half the price of the Pocket Monkey. It's less than the Angles 90 grips plus the sling trainer, but comparable to getting the Angles 90 sling trainer and a set of knockoff grips. But if you like suspension training exercises and you like the handle to rotate, you have that option with these. Plus these grips got the knurling on it. I don't know if you can really see it too well on the screen there, but it's got knurling on it. Very, very comfortable, solid grip. The material is rock solid. So if you get all sweaty, you still have a good grip on it. So it's great for that. Rotates unlike the Angles 90 grips. So that's a plus for me because I like to do suspension training exercises, plus being able to do pull-ups and dips, which I've been able to finagle the T2 ISO trainers handles to do pull-ups and dips. But you can finagle the Pocket Monkey to do pull-ups and grips, and I suppose you could do that with a TRX that costs way more than everything else, or even a knockoff TRX, but those are still single anchor points, and doing pull-ups and dips on those, no, not really that great. Whereas this, great out of the bag. It's designed for to do everything that rings can do and everything that suspension trainers can do. So for that, this wins, especially at $45. It only weighs 375 grams, this whole kit. Can't be beat. So I highly recommend this because it gives you everything you want in a suspension trainer. And it gives you more because you can do the pull-ups and dips, dual anchor point. The handles can be static if you want it. They can rotate if you want it. So what's not to love about this thing? Great job, again, by Kensui. I really, really like this. Portable, small footprint. You throw it in a glove box, throw it in a backpack, whatever you want to do. It's a complete gem in and of itself. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I really appreciate that. And click the like button if you like the video. Click the dislike button if you didn't like the video. I don't really care either way. And if you want to support what we're doing at Theology Geek Fitness, you can do that by going to patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. $1 gets you into the door. You can have over 100 workout videos featuring all the types of equipment at various fitness levels that you've seen that I've used on this channel. Suspension training, resistance bands, dumbbells, workouts, sandbag workouts, the hydro ball, and Storm 60 workouts. I have all the equipment that I like to use. You can find workout videos, over 100. $10 and up patrons get in on my gear giveaways. Have one coming up before the end of the year where I'm going to just, the money that I get from patrons I use to buy equipment so I can review for the channel. And if I like it or don't like it, but I'm not going to use it very often, I give my patrons first come, first serve at it. So there you go. Consider that. The link is in the description, patreon.com/theologygeekfitness. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.